Good morning.
Captain Black Sparrow, thank you so much for the Cash App. Good morning. What are you here to debate?
Yeah.
All right. What's your name, age, and pronouns?
My name is Eric. I'm 24 years old, and I'm he/him.
Okay, Eric. What topic are you here to debate about?
I could pick any topic I want.
Yeah, you can pick any of the topics on the board. Christian, thank you for the $5 Cash App. How much to kick Jovan for the lulz? If somebody sends me $500, I'll end stream immediately. I won't even tell you why. I'll just end. So that's how much to kick me. $500, and I'll just end the stream for the day. All right, choose a topic, Eric.
What about YT privilege?
You want to talk about white privilege? Sure. If you want to use a free parking, you can use that for that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, white privilege is real. Next.
Okay. You understand what the word privilege means, right?
Yes. Duh.
I know you're not stupid. I know you know what it means. So,
Duh.
give the color of my skin, which is white. What privilege do I have?
You would have the privilege of not facing the disproportionate effects that black people face in America, such as the privilege of not being targeted for the criminal justice system just because you're black. You would have a privilege when it comes to driving, when we see the disproportionate effects that happen on pullovers with black people. You would have a privilege when it comes to the medical field, because black people disproportionately are affected by the medical field in terms of having typically a higher mortality rate than white people. You would have the privilege of typically being born into a family with more wealth. White families have a wealth of about $170,000 to $200,000, where black families only have a wealth of about $9,000 to $12,000. Do I need to keep going?
I think those are all just like opinions.
Those aren't opinions.
Like
you think those are opinions?
Well, you're taking a small sample size of You're saying that black people get pulled over and
it's not a small sample size.
Well, the pullover rate and that stuff, it definitely is.
Nope.
And
it's not a small sample size.
There's nothing to prevent black people from healthcare in hospitals.
Did I say that black people were prevented from healthcare in hospitals? But sure, let's just dismantle your first argument first and foremost. So your claim was, it's a small sample size. Actually, when I'm talking about traffic stops, I'm using the Veil of Darkness study, which analyzed 95 million traffic stops across the U.S. Is 95 million a small sample size?
And when they analyze
Sorry,
them,
can you just answer that first question for me? Is 95 million a small sample size?
No, but I'm asking you,
Beautiful.
when they analyze them, what they find.
Yeah, they found that black people get pulled over more than white people unless it's nighttime, when the skin color of the driver can't be seen, in which case the pullover rates even out.
That's racist. That is racist. You're saying you can't see them because they're black?
I'm saying you can't see the race of any driver in a car at nighttime because it's nighttime, so you can't see them.
Racist. But
are you Eric? Eric, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question, Eric?
Sure.
Does stupid run in your family, or is that just like a you thing?
Yeah, but I didn't get that genetic.
You clearly did.
Why? Because I have an opposition?
No, because you said dumb things.
No, you said that
you said I didn't get that genetic, Eric. You said I didn't get that genetic.
Yeah, I'm teasing if you couldn't pick up on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, we analyzed 95 million traffic stops were analyzed. 95 million traffic stops were analyzed. They found that black people get pulled over more than white people unless it's nighttime, in which the color of the skin of the driver can't be seen, and in which case the pullover rates even out. They account for everything in the study. They account for time of day. They account for type of car. They account for whether or not a ticket was issued. They account for all of these things in the study. The study shows that there is a racial bias in the police system, especially when it comes to police stops. Therefore, if you are white, you have a specific privilege in which you are not being racially profiled by the police. Therefore, white privilege.
So is it that black people get pulled over less at night, or is it they get pulled over more in general? Which one?
They get pulled over more during the daytime. Then when it becomes nighttime, it evens out.
Well, you know that there's less cars on the road at night.
Again, the study accounts for that. Eric. I don't know if you heard me when I said that it accounts for all of this. Second of all, when it comes to nighttime, what they do is they take places where it becomes nighttime at around different times of the year. So for instance, I don't know if you know what daylight savings times is, but sometimes it gets nighttime at 5 o'clock at night. Sometimes it becomes night at like 7 o'clock at night. So they look
Why are you
at,
assuming that I'm like brain dead?
because you are talking like you're brain dead. So I'm going to talk to you like you are brain dead. So
Well,
when it comes to, I'm sorry, I'm giving you my full-time job is content creation. Sorry, I make money doing what I like. Sorry, I make money doing something I like. If you hate your job, that's a thing that you need to reconcile within yourself. So again, talking about the study, because I have been able to pull up evidence for the claims that I make, right? Which is, here is evidence. So when it comes to pullover rates, what they did is they look at a specific place and they look at the pullover rates during the time of year when it's nighttime and the time of year when it's daytime. Typically, when it's 5 p.m., the same people are going to be driving these roads because they're coming home from work. So they're looking at the time of day then and analyzing the differences between when it's daytime and when it's nighttime. And do you know what they found out, Eric? I'll tell you what they found out because I'm sure you weren't paying attention. They found out that black people get pulled over more when it's daytime and the pullover rates even out when it's nighttime.
Well, may I follow up?
You can try.
When you say get pulled over, they get pulled over for no reason, just because they're black, they get pulled over, or they get pulled over because they're doing something?
Okay, so I don't know if you heard, but they account for pullovers that result in tickets, and they analyze the other pullovers. I don't know if you heard when I said that earlier. Maybe it's just that like you only listen to like half sentences. So again, they account for whether there was a ticket given, whether there was no ticket, whether there was a stated reason by the police for the pullover, whether there wasn't a stated reason by the police for the pullover. They account for all of this. You can pull this up.
Since you have the stats, how many of them were no tickets, no traffic infractions?
If you want to look at the entire culmination of data from the 95 million stops, you can do that. But the overall, I'm sorry, are you not listening? Or
you have the information. I'm asking you to
are you not listening? Or
I'm waiting
if you want to look at the entirety of the data, you can. The overarching points from the data stops is that typically black people are about 16 times more likely to be pulled over than white people, even when there is no infraction happening. So
that's just an assumption, right?
Nope, that's the data from the study. They have full data tables. Go look at the data tables.
So if I'm black, I'm 16 times more likely to get pulled over for no reason.
Based on this study, yeah.
And you were saying that the work times, they drive home from work. Well, most black people don't work. Like you have like a fake job.
Do you have a source on that?
Right? Am I?
Hold on. What is Hunter? Say nothing.
Pulling my IP or something?
Great. Now we can move on. I'm not giving the satisfaction of reaction to that fucking nonsense. Anyway, racist Eric aside, thank you for proving my point about white privilege.